Hey everybody, this is Gino Games. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're reacting to the Nintendo Direct for February 9th. So before the reaction starts, I'm going to give a couple predictions as per usual. I'm hoping Mario Kart 9 shows up, though I'm not necessarily sure that it will. We're probably going to get more Breath of the Wild 2 news, if I'm being honest. Probably, maybe even like a full title for the game. And, yeah, honestly, those are my only two reactions. So, it starts in a minute, so I'm going to cut to when it starts, and we'll react. Oh, wait, never mind, it's starting now. Hold on. Okay. Is there a... Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's see what's starting us off. What is this? Is it a Fire Emblem game? Oh, yeah. We're getting another Fire Emblem Warriors game. Okay. Yeah, we're getting the Three Houses themed one. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. But hey, first one was fine, so I guess it makes sense that it's coming back. Though I do kind of wish they'd do more with the Fire Emblem, or not Fire Emblem, with these warrior games beyond Zelda and Fire Emblem. Maybe I'll pick it up. I don't know. I haven't played Hyrule Warriors or anything, so like I'm not familiar with the whole Warriors series. But I haven't played Dynasty Warriors or Hyrule Warriors or even the first Fire Emblem Warriors. But maybe I'll give it a shot eventually. Oh, June. That's our big title that'll get one more trailer at E3 probably. Aya Takahashi. Okay, so it is set in the same universe. I thought so, but we didn't know for sure. Okay, headlines. What's next? Oh, this is Advance Wars, right? Advance Wars 1+2. Yeah, Reboot Camp, yeah. Honestly, like, I really should play the original Advance Wars. Or I guess just this remake. Like, I played, Fire Emblem on GBA, so I've been getting more into strategy games recently, and it's pretty fun. Oh, custom maps, that's cool. And a versus feature. Hey, that's cool. Oh, April 8th. Nice. Oh, that's the way the Sonic movie comes out. Yeah. Okay, what's this? It's No Man's Sky. Okay, I didn't think that would come to Switch. Okay. Yeah, No Man's Sky, yeah, I get it. Procedurally generated worlds, yada yada yada. I've heard the game's fine, it's just not my thing, and I don't think it'll run all too well on Switch. Despite what the trailer is showing. Honestly, I just remember this game being an absolute dumpster fire when it launched. So, I'm still kind of hesitant when it comes to No Man's Sky. But hey, someone will play it, I'm sure. This summer. Oh, this is a sports title. Mario Strikers coming back. Brand new Strikers game, guys. Hell yes. This is what I've been waiting for. Oh, please tell me we're getting a baseball one eventually. Gosh, Mario Strikers is coming back. It seems a bit less like the edge piece that was the previous two games, but it still has to have some of its cool style. Strikers Battle League. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's great to see. It's great to see Strikers come back. Like I'm honestly just glad to see Mario sports games that aren't just tennis and golf. Yeah. Oh, cool. Cool. You can change stats with gear and stuff. But I haven't played the other two Strikers games, so I wouldn't know if any of this is new or not. But I've really only seen some gameplay footage. So. But hey, now I have the chance to play it again. Because now I have this new one to enjoy. Oh, and an 8-player match, too. Yeah. They better bring back critters as goalies. like they had in the Wii game. Mario June. That's good. Yeah. Damn, so like that's multiple June games so far. It's 2 in June. And I'm really excited for that. And what's this? Oh, Splatoon. Splatoon 3. They're in a helicopter. Oh, they're bringing back the Splatoon 2 mode where you fight off against the salmon guys. Salmon Run. That's what it's called, Salmon Run. Yeah, it's back. Yeah. Cool. Oh, what is that? Oh, we have boss salmonoids now. That's cool. Flipper flopper. That's a one shot. Oh. Well, it can still be avoided, it looks like. Oh, you can throw eggs now. Well, that's cool. That'll certainly make it, like, a lot easier to get more eggs and stuff, I guess. So is that all, or are we getting more information? Okay, that's a big guy. Salmon Run, next wave. Okay, that's it for Splatoon, I guess. I can't really have him. Really. That's so cool. Summer. Okay. Summer again. It's always summer with Splatoon. First it was May, then it was July, now it's summer. Okay, what's more headlines? And another game I don't care about. Okay, what's this? I have no clue what this is. Oh, is this that mech game? Oh, it's a different... It's a different one. It's front mission first. It's a different mech game. Oh, it's a strategy game. I think. That's what it looks like. That's cool. I'm not familiar with the series, if it is a series. But, okay, I know someone likes it. Oh, it's Square Enix. Oh, and they're also remaking the sequel, too. Okay, that's cool. Disney Racer. Disney Speedstorm. So it's just Disney and Pixar. Okay. Are these new models, or... I'm not sure. Are these new models, or they were using the Disney Infinity models? They look new, but Jack Sparrow looks kind of similar. Oh, it's free to play. Okay, well, that's not necessarily bad. It could still be good. Game Loft. Less confidence. Classic franchises, okay. Oh, Force Unleashed. Yo, that's cool. Wait, how many of the good Star Wars games is on Switch now? Like, is that all of them now? Like Knights of the Old Republic. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. And now Force Unleashed. And we got Skywalker Saga in April. So, it's cool. Force Unleashed, I like that. Yeah, there's the Ezio collection. We knew that was coming. Here's hoping it runs well. I actually just bought that game on PS4, so I'm not buying it again. The Ezio collection. Yeah. Gundam Battle. Okay. I don't care. I mean, doesn't like the sort of chibi art style for the Gundams, but ain't really much I can really say on this one. Chrono Cross. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Hold on a minute. I'm turning the light. Not sure why I had the light off for the first 15 minutes of this damn video. But... oh, and they're including the Satellaview exclusive game. Okay, I didn't know that even existed, but... yo, Chrono Cross, that's cool. I've heard the game's pretty good, so... maybe I'll check it out. Oh, here's Kirby Forgotten Land. Yeah. So, any new abilities you want to show us? Okay, it's those fox enemies. Easy in the car. Kirby. What? Is that actually an ability? Or is that just a joke? Oh, tornado. That's an enemy, but... we might still have tornado. Actually, tornado might have been shown off in one of the earlier trailers. I don't know. Mouthful mode. Okay, I get what this is. But each of those images of Kirby, like, swallowing the thing but not fully consuming it, is really cursed. Like that it's sort of akin to the captures from Odyssey, but it's still cursed. Okay, the water balloon one isn't cursed, but that's only because it reminds me of the Kirby anime. Waddle Dee Town. That's great. Ooh, weapon shop. Oh, you can evolve copy abilities. Oh, that's cool. So it's like a permanent version of, like, yeah, it's kind of like Kirby 64, but minus the fusion mechanic. That's cool. Animals. The Beast Pack. Cool. March 25th. Excited for that. Definitely buying that. Okay, we're halfway through. Halfway through. Relatively. Mm-hmm. Okay, more headlines. What's next? Oh. It's just MLB The Show. I don't care. I know it's sports. Well, not this kind of sports. Okay, yeah. I see. And even the announcer dude doesn't sound very enthusiastic. Okay, what's next? Game collections. Game collections, y'all want to see that? Kingdom Hearts. Game Tetra Masterpiece. For Cloud. That's a shame. I'm just gonna buy them all on PS4. You can get the all-in-one collection for like $30. It's not worth it to buy these. Just buy the all-in-one collection on PS4 and Xbox for $30. And it has like 9 games in it or something. If you want to buy a Cloud game on... Oh, okay, never mind that. Klonoa. Yo, Klonoa. It's nice to see her get a re-release. So I think this is only 2 games, right? Yeah, it's Klonoa. Klonoa 1 and 2. Okay, what's next? Portal! Sorry, I'm really excited about Portal. The companion collection. So is it the first game, second game, and Bridge Constructor? That is the other game, right? I know there's like 2 games and a spinoff or whatever, but I don't remember. Yeah, the sequel, Portal 2. Yeah. I already own Portal 2 on Xbox, but I'm tempted to buy it again. Just to play it on the go and all that. Ooh, what is it? What is this classic that is coming alive? So I take the title as like Live Alive. I think that's what it said. I've never heard of this, but hey, this looks cool. I like the art style. The sprite work looks pretty good. Oh. Hey, it's Live Alive. And also, first release out of Japan. That's cool. I always appreciate games getting released outside of Japan. So it's good to see this released. That's cool. At all, honestly. But, I don't really have much to say beyond complimenting the art style. Okay, July 22nd. Mm-hmm. Sports game? Switch Sports! It's another Wii Sports game! But on Switch. Yeah! Wii Sports! Oh, they're not using Wii's this time. They're using, like, these weird avatar guys. Tennis! So I take it it's a smaller title, like the original Wii Sports, and not the big one, like Wii Sports Resort. Bowling. You know, I wonder, will they use Mii's as, like, an option? Jambara. Because Mii still exists, they're just not really used outside of specific titles. Soccer. Please, at least give me the option to not use motion controls. Now I'm buying the physical version of that. I want that game. This one's cool. Badminton. Disappointed to see no boxing, but... Volleyball. But hey, this will probably sell pretty well, if I'm being honest. Like, it's Wii Sports, but on Switch, it's gonna sell like hotcakes. The game supports mobile play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch system, as well as online play across all sports. So we're on like a DLC for the game. Or opt for random matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face. Try taking on this challenge. How was that? Okay, sorry for the cut, guys. Someone came and needed to talk to me about something. Okay. And this would have been the best part to not show. So... hey, I guess I'll include it. It's cool and all. I don't really need to see two people play Switch Sports. I have confidence in the game. You don't need to sell me on it. Please let it only be this short volleyball segment. Yeah. Okay. April. Hell yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Free update to add golf. Boxing update. Winter boxing update. Please. Oh, one of these online playtest things again. So, bowling, chambra, and tennis. Okay, cool. We still got 10 minutes. So, a few more headlines and a closing title. Probably Breath of the Wild 2. Okay, this Tycho game. Tycho no Tatsujin. I don't care. Megalovania? Okay, and Zelda. This is just Donkey Konga, basically. Honestly, they probably should release some kind of drum controller for it. Damn, 500 songs, but it's a subscription, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, mystery games. Project Triangle Strategy. I kind of hate how it's called this Triangle Strategy. I don't think that's accurate a title. Like, it probably has some significance to, like, the story or gameplay or something, but it ain't my favorite name. Cuphead DLC. Paid DLC. Yeah, I know, I've seen this trailer already. Red update. What is this fucking... What is this? What is this ducking dread mode? Oh, and an easy mode. Man, you know the speeders are gonna have one hell of a time with the dread mode. Okay, and a boss rush in April. Earthbound on Switch Online? Yes! Finally! It took them long enough. Earthbound. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna emulate it, but... So, that's great. The game's finally on Switch. We can stop complaining about it not being on there now. Oh, actually, this music rules. I should listen to the soundtrack. Oh, and Earthbound Beginnings, Mother 1. Imagine they just drop Mother 3 in this. No, they're not gonna just drop Mother 3. Because doing that would require them to add Game Boy Advance games to Switch Online, and they're not gonna do that yet. Also, they don't like to release Mother 3. Today, yeah. Okay, random sizzle reel of games that weren't important enough to highlight. Zombie Army. This part's not important. We can just let this part be over with, so we can get to what I'm assuming is probably Breath of the Wild 2 news. Because that seems like what they'd close on, since they've revealed pretty much everything else that was major, that we were all expecting. Lego Brawls. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Seems to be another Lego crossover thing. 2 Point Campus. Yeah. We saw a trailer for this a while back. Did we? We might have. Might be thinking of the Sonic thing. Okay. B. Mario Kart? Mario Kart? Not Breath of the Wild? So 8 DLC? DLC for Mario for 8 Deluxe? And not 9. Not yet, at least. Oh, this is from Tour. This one's from Tour. Coconut Mall! Yo, and, I don't know what that first one is, but... Shoot, I don't even know half these. Some of these are clearly from Tour. So is it just courses? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad we're getting DLC. But, 48 courses. That's crazy, but Coconut Mall. But I would have loved also to see new characters and carts too. That would have been cool. Tycho Mountain. And the Tokyo Blur from Tour. Yeah. Courses. Characters. Please. New characters. New courses. Costumes. Is it just it's just courses. I appreciate that. But still. Okay, they're tacking it on to expansion pack. That makes it worth a little bit more, but it's still not worth $50. Okay. Now is it BOTW? So we didn't get Mario Kart 9, but we did get something else. Guess we got some courses. This is not BOTW. What is this game that I don't care about?
That's the way of our world.
Oh! Xenoblade. Is it Xenoblade? It looks like Xenoblade. This might be Xenoblade 3. Actually, the art style and stuff, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is definitely Xenoblade. Now, whether it takes place in the world of 2 or in its own separate world, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, those guys are Xenoblade enemies, or characters, so this is definitely Xenoblade. Show us a title. Yeah, I can tell this is Xenoblade. Like, it gives off heavy Xenoblade vibes. Plus, we saw some stuff from the Xenoblade franchise, so... Hey, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Next. That's cool. I've never played Xenoblade, but I know plenty of people who are freaking out over this right now, so... Here's them. September. Cool. I still wish we got more characters in Mario Kart. I'm still stuck on that. Yes, it's like, sure, we are kind of getting the Mario Kart Ultimate thing we wanted, but we aren't getting more characters, which is my issue. I wanted more characters. So I guess I can briefly just talk about my overall thoughts. There was a lot of cool stuff in there. I liked the new Mario Strikers, and while I would love to see more characters added, Nintendo, I am still cool with, 48 upcoming courses. Xenoblade 3 got revealed. That's cool, even if I'm not a Xenoblade fan myself. And Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings coming to Switch Online was long overdue. Nintendo Switch Sports it's looking great. A Portal collection was not something I expected, but I'm down for it. And then we started off with the Fire Emblem Warriors game, which, I mean, if you're a fan of that series, or Dynasty Warriors in general, you'll like it. Yeah, this was overall a pretty solid Direct, I'd say. It wasn't my favorite, but it had a lot of really good announcements. Guess we'll just have to wait for the next one, probably in June, I guess. Yeah, probably June is for E3. So, I guess like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.